From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Jets. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That'll go as a pickup of 8. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
And that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Hurts. Open man. That's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Hurts going to keep it again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. you have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here, you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
I know you. That's right, baby. Play it to the whistle. Go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. Now Hall to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On first down, right back to Hall. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It was Brandon Graham that came in there and got him.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. To throw, it's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hurts. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Rodgers now on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. This pass out wide to Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Running left, it's Hall. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here's Hall again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
That one goes for 30 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second and 2. They'll look to throw again. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Oh, let's turn it up. Let's go. It's time to go to work. All right, go get him now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And the Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Second half starts with a run by Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Rodgers now to throw. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Swift. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and 6 from the 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him.
Touchdown! DeAndre Swift from 4 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Let's go, fellas. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Come on, baby. Rock and roll. It's game time. Let's go. Let's do it. Play a little aggressive, baby.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers. Caught by Wilson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll run with Hall. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Hall again. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Let's roll. You know what we need, baby.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts. And connecting quickly with Goddard. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
2nd and 4. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And that's another big-time run. And it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
Here's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the 4th quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always comes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
Let's do this, man. Get it, baby. Come on, baby. Rock and roll. Let's play. Let's play now, baby. Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Here we come. We come. Let's go, man.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The New York set to take the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. Rodgers again now. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding, probably his agent, as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Rodgers now on first down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And again, it's Rodgers. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. Now Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And Lazard's got it again. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Here's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So 4th and goal. Their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Whatever it takes, go get it. Do your thing. Here we go, here we go. Let's go do this thing, baby. Every day, let's do what we do. Every day. Every week, every week.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
They'll start out here with the option left. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be an 11-yard pickup. He does it himself, and it brings up second down. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.